Guys, we need to talk about Pi Network. I have been following this project for a few years, and we had up and downs with the KYC. We had some speculation about the launch date, but now the token is finally launched, and I want to talk about the future, the Binance listing, and where the price of Pi coin will be at the end of the year. So first of all, let's start our journey on the coin market cap, where I actually found out that Pi coin is one of the most visited and most trending tokens, because if you click right here, most visited, you can see Pi coin is at 11th place. But the only issue is, if you check out the price action for the past 30 days, you can see Pi lost 34%. And actually, if you jump into the charts and if you click, I would say, daily chart, you can see Pi Network is not delivering on the promise of becoming the next Bitcoin. And actually, you can see some of the trades. I have been shorting Pi Network, and actually, I have been making money. But finally, right now, you can see the Pi Network token bottomed out. And I believe from here, we have two options. One option, if we break this line, I think at the 40 cents, Pi Network price could crash. But I believe Pi Network team is working with market makers, and they actually plan to keep this bottom price. So this is the reason why I think we have a good chance of upside, because the overall crypto market is becoming more and more bullish. Of course, now we have Donald Trump as a president who is pro-crypto, but the only issue is, if we take a look at the crypto market right now, for example, today, Bitcoin is performing really good. It's sitting at almost 110,000. If you take a look at the weekly chart, we're up by almost 5%. And if we jump into Pi Network, and let's go also weekly, we are down 1%, which is not a great signal because overall market is going up, but for some reason, Pi coin is struggling. That's why today I'm going to show you a few articles that kind of explain what's happening. And also we're going to talk about the Binance listing for the Pi Network, because I know most of my viewers are waiting for this big event. Of course, with Binance listing, you get more people buying the token, more money, more volumes. And of course, Pi Network, in my opinion, will pump after the Binance listing. So first of all, we have this article, The Future of Pi Coin, and analysts predict massive growth despite bearish trends. And as I showed you, Pi Network trend is downwards when the overall market and Bitcoin is upwards, which is not really great in today's market. And I marked some of the important things from this article. So first of all, Pi Network is expected to rise significantly, with a forecast ranging from $1 up to $240 by the year 2025, which is this year. I think it's a bit too optimistic. Personally, as I mentioned, I think if it goes below 40 cents, we are done. But I think if it goes up, it could do an all-time high, I think $3 again, which would make us 5x. Again, not bad in today's market. Let's jump in back the article. Next up, analysts predict that the Pi Network token could reach $500 up to $1,000 by the year 2030. And again, this is a pure speculation, not a financial advice. But again, you never know with these tokens. The only thing is Pi Network has pretty big FDV. So if they actually want to reach this price, I think it's going to be really, really hard if we're talking about the numbers alone. So I think it's not really possible. 5x, I think it's more realistic. And lastly, Pi interest is 50% lower than its March peak, signaling reduced market confidence. And again, guys, as I mentioned, the token is still trending, so we are not dead because, again, as I mentioned, the token is still the most viewed. The volumes, I think, are still pretty good. Again, you can see the volume is even up by 20%. We have all the major exchanges except the big ones, Bybit and Binance. So I don't think overall everything is that bad. And yeah, in my past videos, I talked about shorting Pi Network. I did it before, but now I think there's actually a chance to maybe long it, because I think we're kind of stuck in this line and I don't see Pi Network going lower. I actually shorted a few times. I made some money, but not as much as I would like to. And next up, we have the article about the Binance. So you can see Pi Network Binance listing talks spark outrage. And actually, I was really surprised about it because Pi Network, Pi listing news, like Twitter account posted this poll and asked, do you think Pi Network Pi token should be listed on Binance? Yes and no. And actually, this tweet got lots of no's. By the way, guys, follow my Twitter, link in description. I also talk about Pi Network. So some users actually are not happy and not excited for Pi coin to be listed. And we have some answers why. So first of all, users say one of the biggest issues that has to be solved before listing is the KYC process. And actually, I did some videos about KYC before the launch, and I have the same question. Guys, is it still stuck on KYC? Do some of the users still have issues? If yes, please leave a comment. If no, please tell me how it's working right now. Next up, they also talk about the bugs in the system, and I think overall they need more utility. And I also think they should go a bit wider with the market, because right now they're still kind of working with Vietnam, India. Yeah, they're in Europe, but for example, when I'm going to these conferences for crypto, for blockchain, nobody's really talking about Pi Network. Everyone is talking about Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, all these new networks, but nobody's even mentioning Pi Network, which is a bad signal when we have really popular project, which is like really popular in these, I would say, up and coming countries, and nobody's really using Pi Network or talking where it really matters right now. For example, Dubai or all of these bigger, I would say, crypto blockchain countries. So guys, please in the comments, leave your price prediction for Pi Network this year. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and see you next time.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.